Okay. Now, this whole time, you're having these sexual relations with Cassie and Diddy being around. Was there any gay things that were happening with Diddy outside of the whole cum in a glass and that type of stuff?
For the most part, he was pretty straight. I only had one encounter with him where I could say he did some real gay shit. One. And I checked him on it. He never did it again. But for the most part, he was pretty like he would stay in the corner. No gay stuff. He would never touch me. The most he did other than that was he smacked me on the chest one time. He was like, yo, you got a beautiful fucking chest. I was like, yeah.
That's different.
That was a little weird. I had the baby oil on. I was like glistening in the sun in Miami. He was like, Pap slapped me on the chest like, you got a fucking awesome chest. And I was like, whoa, too much. And I just kept walking.
Okay.
He left it alone. But the gay thing he did, this may have been 2016. They called me to Miami for Ultra Weekend. So I'm in the SLS hotel. I go meet them in this beautiful penthouse that overlooks the Miami beach. I walk in there, it was protocol when I walked in. I would have to strip down to my shimmies, put all my clothes in the corner. I think at this point they trusted me enough where they had stopped taking my clothes, but they would always take my phone so I couldn't record. But anyway, I'm walking around the street. I got like boxers on, I'm oiled up. So being in shape, I guess I look great to them. Cassie goes in the room to get ready. He's sitting on this piano because there was like a grand piano behind the entry doors to this suite. Passes me a joint. He and I are smoking a joint. And as he's talking to me, you know how you can tell someone wants to ask you something? He just keeps going, I said, what, man? So he was like, no, don't worry. But I said, what the fuck do you want? He says, yo, man, you like men in any way? I said, the fuck is that supposed to mean, dude? Are you fucking serious? I said, you're joking, right? And he just sat there with a straight face. I said, yo, this motherfucker done lost his mind. I said, why would I like men the way I be fucking your girlfriend? That's fucking retarded. Where are you? And I start cursing him out, Vlad. Like, people.
You could say, wow, when I like, man, I'm fucking your girlfriend, but you're fucking the girlfriend with a guy masturbating right there in the corner. So, that's not really too big of a jump.
It is a jump.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It kind of is because he's paying me to do it. It's not like I want to be there.
I get it, but you're agreeing to do it.
Okay, that's true.
Okay?
That's true.
Me personally, Diddy couldn't really pay me to fuck someone while he's jacking off in the corner.
You're Vlad. Your financial situation's okay.
Yes.
You're not even in that position.
I guess if I was broke, maybe I'd consider it.
Maybe if you were broke, younger, you got this beautiful hot girl.
I get you.
Nobody would have.
But I would feel like I'm kind of doing some quasi-gay shit in the process.
It was weird. I'll definitely tell you it was weird. It was weird the whole time.
Yeah,
I will tell you. I'll keep it 100. It was weird.
Let me tell you like this, right? Like, I've talked about this before. I remember the first time I had a threesome with a girl and one of my homies, right? It was just something that just happened, spur of the moment. We all just kind of ran with it. I realized at that moment that I am definitely not gay. Because, even though we were on either side, and we know what I'm saying, we weren't touching, he was getting some head, I was hitting from the back, we would switch, whatever else. The whole time I was wishing he wasn't there.
Yes.
That's what's going through my head. I'm doing my best to block out my friend out of this situation. I never came.
Yeah.
And I really was not trying to do this type of stuff again.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm definitely not into men at this point.
And I went through that with Diddy because honestly, I never liked him in the room. That's kind of what prompted me to start taking the drug because the drug helped me kind of forget about Diddy and focus only on Cassie.
Okay.
But other than that, he always bothered me. I remember asking her to ask him to leave the room so we could start the encounter. Because it was creepy. Vlad, here's the truth. He used to crawl on the floor and peek around corners of the wall to watch me have sex with Cassie. Like literally on all fours, and then peek around the corner like this to see if he could see me have sex with her or use the mirrors in the room to try to angle himself off so he could watch outside the room. Like it was definitely a weird experience. Definitely.